Hey, my beautiful friends, David Essery here. I'm very excited today to do a video to talk about the solstice. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know how much I love this time of year, whether it's the June solstice, whether it's the December solstice, whether you're celebrating the summer or the winter. I love the solstice. It's a time of great transformation on this planet. When we look back over the years, especially since 2012, and we look at the shifts we've gone through, so much of it has happened at the solstice. If not the solstice, then the Lion's Gate. It's just the most momentous, transformative period for us on planet Earth because we receive such an abundance of light, of energy. And as a result, it becomes a bit of a party ground, I think, here on planet Earth, because this planet is so important to the overall life, really, in the universe. The more that we ascend, the more that we push forward as a people, the better the entire universe is. And so we've got so much support here on planet Earth between the archangels, between the ascended masters, between the dragons, the unicorns, the benevolent extraterrestrials. They all flood here at this time, sharing their light, sharing their wisdom, their knowledge, and guiding us to the betterment of this planet. Of course, this year is no exception. And I'm very excited to be able to share with you a message from the incredible Melchizedek today. One that he shared with me a couple of weeks. It's kind of discussing what's happening this year in our June solstice, what's going to be taking place, what to expect, and how we can be of service to help with this process. And with that, I'd love to share this message with you right now. This is what he had to say. O joy, that most holy time approaches once again for the children of earth. A time where the Christ consciousness is in abundance, and all of the children receive through their hearts and through their eyes. You may see your world as one of turbulence. I see it as one of opportunity. 1 billion souls lay in wait to determine their path and direction. They await a guiding light to draw them away from the darkness, and this is just what you shall do. You are to awaken a burning flame within their hearts, for divine permission has been given. You see, the darkened forces upon the earth have overstepped a barrier, and a break of their divine will has occurred. This is the reason for the recent counterswing. But faith be, my beloved, for in return the light answers. A special dispensation has been granted to instill the divine flame of truth within the hearts of all God's creation. The white-hot flame of ascension, which contains the blueprint for divine perfection. This gift is to reignite the ever-burning flame of the one true light which has waned amongst many of the souls of earth. This flame is to reignite their truth in recognition of all that is good and holy. This is the truth that shall set them free. Praise be, hallelujah. In God's name I be, in God's name I am, Melchizedek. Thank you so much, Melchizedek, for that beautiful and exciting message. So really, what he's talking about here is an opportunity to really move forward the ascension of this planet. I'm going to break it down a little bit more now. He begins off by just talking about how excited he is about this period, one where we all receive an abundance of light through the hearts and through the eyes, he says. He goes on to say, you may see your world as one of turbulence. I see it as one of opportunity. 1 billion souls lay in wait to determine their path and direction. They await a guiding light to draw them away from the darkness, and this is just what you shall do. If you watched the video that Tim Wilde and I did a month or so ago, this is kind of echoing what we were talking about in that, where over 50 to 60% of the people on this planet now, their hearts are fully open and they are on their awakening journey at some point throughout that. They are reconnected to their hearts, they have reignited that flame within, and they are moving forward in their return to God. But there's also a number who are just not committed to this path at all. They haven't accepted it, and they're going to continue to kind of live out their 3D existence. But then there's this other section in between who were planning to go through with it, but are really struggling with the process. They're being distracted by everything that's happening on planet Earth right now. And it's weighing heavy on their shoulders. And as that happens, they turn away from the heart, they turn away from their truth, and they follow that path of darkness. These are the souls that are the opportunity that Melchizedek is talking about. They lie in wait to determine their path and direction, as he says. He says they await a guiding light to draw them away from the darkness, and this is just what you shall do. This is the opportunity that lies ahead of us, this solstice that he's here to discuss. He says, you are to awaken a burning flame within their hearts, for divine permission has been given. You see, the darkened forces upon the earth have overstepped a barrier, and a break of their divine will has occurred. Now, this is really, really interesting. So essentially, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. I would imagine most people watching this are probably well aware of this, but there are lower density beings on this planet who are determined to keep us sleeping, who are determined to keep us enslaved to the third dimension and prevent us from returning to our God selves, from continuing with the ascension of this planet. And they're doing everything they can to draw us away from our own light. And he says that they've overstepped a barrier and a break of their divine will has occurred. Because we all have free will on this planet. This is our God-given right, and we always have the choice in order to make the decisions. The way things have happened in the past is that they've always used suggestion, and they've done everything in their power to make us make the choice to follow that path, to hand over our freedom, our sovereignty, in order to follow the 3D regime. Now, I don't know the specifics of what's happened here. Melchizedek has said it does not matter. And so I repeat that message here. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It is what it is. But what I have tuned in and felt here, that actually, as a result of the work that we did to collapse the third dimension last year, that many of you were a part of, we took away the energy source that was fueling the processes on this planet, that was fueling that all of the kind of 3D mind control, all of the stuff that was going on. And without that energy, these forces have had to step up their plans on this planet, have basically had to be stronger in what they're doing in order to continue to distract the people. And something they have done has broken the free will. It's forced people to do things against their will. And as such, the higher forces of light are being given divine permission. He goes on to talk about this a little bit more. He says, this is the reason for the recent counterswing. But faith be, my beloved, for in return the light answers. So this is why these billion souls that he's talking about that had committed to the path and are now being distracted and drawn away, that's the counterswing he's talking about because of what has been done on this planet. But he says, faith be, my beloved, for in return the light answers. He says a special dispensation has been granted to instill the divine flame of truth within the heart of all God's creation, the white-hot flame of ascension which contains the blueprint for divine perfection. So essentially, because of what has happened, because of a break on the divine will, the hierarchy, the teams of light, have been given a special dispensation, essentially special permission to go one step beyond as well. Usually they can't interfere with our own free will. They have to allow us to make the choices ourselves. And that is exactly what they're still doing. But they've been given permission to kind of intercede. And essentially what they're trying to do is balance the situation. It's not about trying to force us to then return to the light or anything like that, because it's our choice, because we have free will, and they can never break that either. But because of what's happened, because of our divine will has already been broken, they've been given special permission to help us out, to bring us back to a place of balance, so that those billion souls can make the decision for themselves. And if you're watching this video, you don't need to worry about what's happened to you, because you already awakened. You wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't awakened. I just want to get that out there right now. So you don't need to worry about what's happened. It hasn't affected you. You're absolutely fine. And just trust, because actually that this has created a great opportunity for the hierarchy to intercede. And so he said that to instill the divine flame of truth within the hearts of God's creation, the white hot ascension flame, which contains the blueprint for divine perfection. So in order to bring that balance, to restore us back, they've been given permission to gift everyone on planet Earth the white hot ascension flame into our hearts. And you see, we all have this burning flame within us. It is our source of God within us. It's what gives us life. But for many, many of the people on Earth, that flame has waned. In fact, he goes on in the next paragraph to say it. This gift is to reignite the ever-burning flame of the one true light, which has waned amongst many of the souls of Earth. So this is our truth. This is the connection to source. This is who we are. But where so many people have lost touch with it, have lost touch with God, with their own connection, with their connection to the divine, that light has faded. It's still there. It's just about still there, because we wouldn't exist without it. We wouldn't be here. But it's waned. And so this gift of the white hot ascension flame is to reignite this flame within them, to bring them back in touch with that truth, with their connection to God, with their own state of sovereignty and mastery, and basically undo whatever's been done, so that they can see with clarity of sight, they can think clearly and make decisions themselves again as to where they want to go on their path, whether they want to return to their light, whether they want to reconnect with that heart, or they want to continue further away. That is their choice to make. But the reality is that so few will turn away from that light once they see it, once they recognize it, because they will know that that's their natural state of being. They will recognize that as their home, as their truth, and it will begin their awakening process, their return to the light. In fact, Melchizedek went on to say this flame is to reignite their truth in recognition of all that is good and holy. This is to be the truth that shall set them free. Praise be, hallelujah, he says excitedly at the incredible opportunity that we have available to us. And this really is an opportunity for us, because us as boots on the ground here on planet Earth, the awakened ones who are in touch with our light and our power, have an incredible ability to shift the world around us and to assist all of our sisters and our brothers who are out there struggling with this ascension process. We can literally transform this process, because we have free will and this is our planet. We can do what we like here without interfering with others' free will, of course. But we have tremendous power, and so we can assist this process. We can help this to really take hold and to really assist the people with it. And this is going to form the basis of my Solstice workshop this coming June 21st. As always, you'll know, if you've been following me for a while, I always run a workshop on the solstice, and I usually do so with my dear friend Tim Wilde. Unfortunately, this year he's away teaching at a retreat, so he's not going to be available, but fear not, I am here and I will be celebrating in style with Melchizedek by my side as we come together to assist with this incredible transformation opportunity for our planet. In addition to doing this work, Melchizedek is offering us a 6th dimensional DNA upgrade to really help push us forward into the next phase of our ascension process, the next phase of human evolution. This is going to be a really beautiful opportunity for us to really step forward, to reclaim our sovereignty, our power, and step into our own mastery. Of course, along with this, we're going to be just integrating the solstice light. We're going to be drawing it down, bringing ourselves into alignment to help ease us and flow through this always very vibrational period. And so I'm going to be running this workshop on June 21st. Melchizedek will be with me, and we're just going to be celebrating this incredible opportunity, this beautiful alignment. And I absolutely love doing this. I love being together on the solstice. I love working with you guys. I love being here to witness the incredible party as the teams of light descend on planet Earth to assist us at this transformative period. And I'm so excited to share this with you. I would absolutely love to see you there. So if you fancy finding out more or booking your place, I'll put all the details in the link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this today. If you've enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. It really makes a massive difference to us here on the channel. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to see more content like this, more channeled message, more meditations and general spiritual chit chat, please do hit that subscribe button, and we'd love to have you as a part of our small community. Thank you so much for watching today, and sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.